And welcome to another edition of the dynamic Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, where it can be polarizing, it can be notorious, and a bunch of other words in between. Now, in the video before this one, I gave my opinions, I gave my points of why I think, in my opinion, why John Cena is better than Stone Cold, why John Cena stands out better than Stone Cold, why John Cena is the standard, why he is one of the most decorated champions in WWE history. But there was one point I didn't make. There was one point that I did not stand and come on here and tell you how it is and the way it really is. Because this really is what is the facts. This is the truth. This is what's happening. The main reason, the number one reason why John Cena is better than Stone Cold Steve Austin, why I forgot to bring this up in the previous video before this one, is remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin took his ball. He took his ball, he ran with it for a long time. Make no mistake about it. No mistake. Stone Cold had that ball and he ran with it. He threw it. He whacked it. He slammed it right out of the park. But when that year came, when Stone Cold Steve Austin couldn't handle the ball, he couldn't take the ball, he took his ball and he went home. And he not only walked out on the wrestlers, he not only walked out on Vince McMahon, he not only walked out on the people backstage, he not only walked out on creative, he walked out on every single man, woman, and child that has ever supported Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin says he was burnt out. Austin says he was injured. Austin could have went about this a whole different way. Do you think that the face that runs the place, John Cena, would ever do something as low and as despicable as to walk out on your boss, walk out on the owner, walk out on the people that made you who you are? That is the number one reason why John Cena, that's why John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin are two completely different characters, because John Cena, and not only is John Cena a character, but he is the exact replication of what he would be in real life and what he would be outside the ring. What Stone Cold Steve Austin did cannot be forgot. In the annals of time, you're going to see a storyline that was supposed to happen where Brock Lesnar was going to defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin on Raw back in 2002, and that match never happened. Austin made this match not happen because he walked out the door. Hell, he didn't even make it to the arena. He took the next flight out. Do you think in a million years that John Cena would ever do something as low and just something that was just out of left field? John Cena would never walk out on the WWE. He would never walk out on his fans, because John Cena lives by these three words: hustle, loyalty, and respect. You can come up with all the excuses, you can come up with all the criticisms, but at the end of the day, as much as I'm a big Stone Cold fan and I own every piece of merchandise that man has ever had, as a matter of fact, just to show you how much of a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin I am, here it is. Here it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin signed the Texas Rattlesnake, the toughest SOB in the WWE, also the toughest crybaby to walk out in WWE. Do you understand how horrible WWE got and how lackluster it got and how uncreative it got once Austin walked out on the company? Once again, Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the highest rated, one of the most famous superstars, one of the highest paid superstars, the ultimate ass kicker. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everyone likes to refer to John Cena as the ultimate ass kisser. But at least John Cena doesn't walk out. At least when things aren't going his way. Or if a storyline that John Cena doesn't like, a certain storyline. Or if John Cena doesn't like what creative is offering them. That's like if you're working at your job, right? Say you go to college and you work your way up and you work your way up through the ranks and all the bullshit and all the politics and what have you, right? You work your way up. You establish yourself. You become well known. And then all of a sudden you have your workers, you have your co-workers, you have the people for you, the people that are against you, the people that support you. And then all of a sudden one day, because you don't like the way things are going, you decide to tuck tail, run, and get the hell out of Dodge. You decide to leave. John Cena is not about that. And this is the cold hard facts. This is the truth. John Cena is absolutely better than Stone Cold Steve Austin for the simple fact he has never walked out on any man, woman, or child, or the company that made him and represents him and that push forward for him and that, go above and beyond for John Cena would never retaliate and would never do something, even as bad as it is. John Cena would go about things a different way. Stone Cold Steve Austin went about it the wrong way. It was an error. It was in bad judgment. Yeah, it was a mistake, but it still happened. I've made mistakes. I'm not, perfect. Stone Cold's not perfect. Hell, I'm not even on here to say that John Cena is perfect. I'm not saying that John Cena can do no wrong, but under these circumstances, in the time and era, in the transition period, and what the WWE was going through, what they were dealing with, for Stone Cold Steve Austin to walk out under the circumstances he did was wrong on every single level. And at least at the end of the day, we know that John Cena is reliable, he is respectful, and he is one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time for the simple fact that he has always been loyal. And it's all about loyalty for John Cena over Stone Cold Steve Austin. Subscribe. Prove me wrong that John Cena has ever walked out on WWE. Stone Cold Steve Austin did it, but John Cena didn't do it. You want to know why? Because it's about loyalty, it's about commitment, it's about respect, it's about doing what's best for business. And John Cena, no matter right or wrong, no matter indifferent, no matter popular or unpopular, John Cena will always go according to plan, even if the plan calls for him being buried. Subscribe.